Hello and welcome to DevTV. At DevTV, we profile ideas, innovations, and individuals in economic development. The idea is to bring what we do in economic development to what we do, our accomplishments, and the way we do things to a wider audience. That's why DevTV was set up. In today's monologue, what I thought I'll talk about is I thought I would ask you a question. And it would be really nice if I can get contribution from the audience. Do you think poor people are poor because they are irrational? Bear with me as I explain my logic. So, economic development practice is based on economic theory. And economic theory suggests to us that whether you're rich or poor, you are rational. You are an economic agent, therefore you are rational. And as you're rational, it means that if you have options presented to you, you will choose one that will give you the most benefit. Now, economic development practice adopts this logic by creating incentives and facilitating behavioral change based on these incentives that traces roots to how rational we are as economic agents. But behavioral psychology suggests, as a matter of fact, if you look around you, if you ask yourself questions, you will realize that you are not a rational economic agent. And I'm assuming whether you're poor or rich, we are all in the same boat. So, let's take an example. If you go out for a meal, do you always choose the meal that provides you with the most beneficial nutrients for you to be able to carry out your responsibility for the day? Do you always choose what is best for you? Whether you're buying a meal, whether you're making decisions about how you get yourself to work, walking, cycling, or driving, your lifestyle, if you question all of those decisions that you make on a daily basis, are they rational decisions? And rational in this sense is, do you choose or do you make those decisions based on what would give you the most benefit? So, because that's what makes you a rational economic agent. And the poor go through the same decision-making process that we do, whether you're poor or not. You have portfolio of options, and you choose one. The question then is, how do you, as economic development practitioner, help people choose the option that will provide them with the most benefit? We always think in terms of incentive, value proposition. But that's not always the case. So, the question for me then is, in the work that we do as economic development practitioners, we're aiming to change people's behavior for the better, because we have seen that these behaviors will result to better impact or better income, better well-being. But if we know that by itself really does not lead to behavioral change, is it not time that we begin to borrow tools from behavioral psychology and use it in economic development to change our beneficiaries' behavior, our partners' behavior? Because it has been shown, if you examine your own life and through behavioral psychology theories that we're not rational. We are not simply rational economic development agents as economic theory has presented it to us. So, what then should we be doing in economic development practice? This is a question to all of you in economic development practice. And if you're not a practitioner, if you have ideas as to what we can really begin to do to really begin to change people's behavior, what are those things that will really add to incentives that will change people's behavior, so all of the fantastic innovations we have in economic development can begin to really result to major impacts in economic development. Please, whatever your opinion is, whether you agree, whether you disagree, please write it in the comment below. It will be really useful if you can actually begin to teach us how we can combine behavioral psychology and economic development in ways that will result to better impact. Thank you for watching. My name is Al Habib. This is DevTV.